No, I think we can all agree that political parties, they are necessary institutions within a political system, and to some extent you have party constitutional regulation being the driver that is used to rein in control of these political parties. But what then happens is sometimes when you talk about the issues like constitutional regulation or political parties, there are certain facets or certain things that have to be considered, like what is the current interest of the political party and what is the power status of that political party. So if we factor all those things, we can now then begin to understand or to have an appreciation of what is going on in our nation, or what is going on with CCC. Yes, I see there are so many people, that are clamoring for them to have a constitution, for them to have, the Congress. Which, when I was making, a comment, I said, I just leave them, to their own, devices, because they've told us that in the new political party they're doing things, differently, and we have seen them coming in. Making the announcement that they're a new political party going to by elections and winning some seats, and they have representation in parliament and in council. I think where much of the noise, or what is contributing to much of the noise, is CCC as it stands right now. They are more like a we association. They are we, like, they're not divulging much. And us as people, some of us, Tajaira with this, a political party comes out, it tells us stuff, and then we have something, to talk about and stuff like that. But now it's like they are not telling us much about what is going on. They are not telling us much about their movements. Yes, we are seeing them doing what they are doing. We are seeing them being out and about. We are seeing different players canvassing or encouraging people to go out there and register, so that they can be voting in 2023. But what people expected was maybe some people that were there back in 1999 on the 11th of September, when there was that when they met in 1999 on the 11th of September, whereby consensus they chose an interim leadership. So maybe people were expecting that now that Nelson Chamisa is said this, he was going to immediately tell us that, oh, this is going to be my interim leadership. And then to go back to 1999 again, you look at what happened in 1999 from 11th September to the 29th of January 2000. Already they've done their inaugural Congress. So maybe people are using that to measure, to say that, oh, back in the day, why is it didn't take 5 months for this to happen. But I would say this, that it's we are comparing now and comparing now and 1999. I think it would be stretching it a bit. But what I want to emphasize on at this particular moment in time, those who have participated in the formation of political parties and the coming up of the constitution and doing the Congress, you would find that it is a process. You go through different processes before you even begin to be talking about the national Congress, where the leaders, or where the constitution is ratified and stuff like that. Right now we don't even know whether they've got a constitution or not. I saw Obey Shaba teasing, saying that go through this draft. He did put a picture of something that looked like a draft of a constitution or what, I do not know. But to me, I just thought that we're talking about people who do understand the issues around constitution. I think some people might say that, or they don't respect the constitution, and try to cite what happened in 2018 with the Masharia case, and stuff like that. But I just think that at this particular moment in time, there are people who are pushing them for this, and there are people that are already saying that they should have done this. But I believe that for that to happen, There has to be a process that needs to be had, and they have not had those processes. And leave them to have those processes, and give them the time that they need. If they want to do it between now and before 2023, so be it. But from the indications that are coming out, we are hearing that there's never going to be a Congress, there's never going to be this, and we are hearing Honorable Wendy telling us, oh, we don't have money. We are also going to be having a general election. So these things they are too they are too costly, and the organization does not have money. Everybody knows that. We all know that they do not have money. So at the end of the day, I just believe that if we leave them to do whatever it is that they're doing, there are more pressing issues that we should be concentrating on right now. Yes, I know that it is important that we're talking about this, because yes, we have we have that right to be talking about this, and we have to be having this conversation. But there are more pressing issues that are obtaining in our nation, in Zimbabwe right now, for people to be fixated on the issue of the Congress, the issue of the constitution of the CCC. Yes, I know you might say, oh, they are the alternatives, so they must be doing things, they must do their things right. How about if they want to be doing things differently? Have we ever stopped to think that they want to do their own things differently, and leave them to do their own things differently? And let's see if they fail, but even they've got a template that they want to pursue. And that's what Honorable Zivaita chaos. The chaos can make people thrive. In chaotic situations, some victors can emerge from chaotic situations. So maybe they're using the chaos, whatever it is, the explanation that Honorable Zivu has given, to position themselves, and they're just waiting maybe for the best opportunity or the best opportune moment for them to come out and say, oh, you were looking for this, here it is, you're looking for this, here it is, you're looking for this, here it is. But I just think that we must also remember that for these things to happen, they have to follow a process. And I want to believe that it is that process. Something is happening to make sure that all the four pillars, come into place before, the foundational pillars come into place before they put, the roof. So we can't force them to have the roof first, because you can never have a situation where you have the roof first before you even put any foundational pillars, or the foundation that you need to make sure that your structure stands. So yeah, that is my contribution. Should they hold the Congress before 2023? To me, it is up to them. If they want to do it, let them do it. If they don't, if they are confident with whatever it is that they're doing, let them follow the process that they are they are or the road that they are traveling, because it is them that are traveling that road. That is my contribution. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.